Frances Haugen says she never wanted to be a whistleblower. But since leaving Facebook with tens of thousands of internal documents earlier this year, her alarm call has been heard around the world. October the 5th, US Congress. October 25th, the UK Parliament. A message that is deeply critical of the way Facebook is run.
Mark Zuckerberg has unilateral control over 3 billion people, right? There's no will at the top to make sure these systems are run in an adequately safe way.
The systems Frances Haugen is most concerned about are the algorithms promoting content to users of the social media giant.
I've seen lots of research that says that kind of ranking, engagement-based ranking, prioritizes polarizing, extreme, divisive content. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or on the right, it pushes you to the extremes, and it fans hate, right? Anger and hate is the easiest way to grow on Facebook.
She says it's a system that's being abused.
There's something called virality hacking, where you figure out all the tricks on how to optimize Facebook. And good actors, good publishers, are already publishing all the content they can do. But bad actors have an incentive to play the algorithm.
Facebook executives know this, says Frances Haugen, but the reason they haven't changed the algorithm is money. They think user engagement would decline and with it ad revenues.
I think there is a view inside the company that safety is a cost center. It's not a growth center, which I think is very short-term in thinking.
US Congress and regulators are investigating Facebook's part in the deadly storming of the US Capitol. An independent report commissioned by Facebook said it failed to stop the platform being used to incite ethnic violence in Myanmar. So Ms. Haugen believes there's a real-world cost in lives.
I have no doubt that the events we're seeing around the world, things like Myanmar and Ethiopia, those are the opening chapters, because engagement-based ranking does two things. One, it prioritizes and amplifies divisive, polarizing, extreme content, and two, it gets hyper-concentrated in 5% of the population. And you only need 3% of the population on the streets to have a revolution.
Facebook says much of the reporting is based on a false premise. Yes, we're a business and we make profit, they say, but the idea that we do so at the expense of people's safety or well-being misunderstands where our own commercial interests lie. The truth is we've invested $13 billion and have over 40,000 people to do one job: keep people safe on Facebook. But with a consortium of news organisations going over the thousands of pages of leaked internal memos, Facebook's crisis isn't over yet.